Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys just a simple get ready with me. This is a Saturday morning get ready with me. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to start off with my Smashbox Photofinish Primer Water, which I love. I switched back from my Tatcha spray because my Tatcha spray is a little bit too dewy and it's getting a little warmer outside. So while I let that dry, I'm going to eat my Pop-Tart and do a little dance. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to my primer, which is the Porefessional primer by Benefit. I love this primer because it's very smoothing. It fills in all of my pores and makes my skin silky smooth. And then I'm going to use my BECCA Poreless Perfecting primer, which is super duper matte. I use that in the areas where I get oily the quickest. I'm going to put that also in my laugh lines to keep to help a little bit with creasing in that area. Next, I'm taking my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color, I want to say Ebony. I think this is Ebony. And I'm just filling in my brows. If you guys want a full brow tutorial, let me know. I haven't done a brow tutorial in a long time, but I do have a new way of doing my brows, so I will show you guys how to do that in another video if you would like. I'm going to be just carving those out and cleaning them up with my CoverFX contour kit, the lightest color in the contour kit in Deep. I'm just using that to, fix my brows up because I needed them done. I'm also using that same palette, using the third shade, which is kind of like a medium brown color. I'm using that to cover up my dark spots. Now, I know I was supposed to color correct with an orange shade, but I don't like using orange shades. I just feel like it's too much. So we're going to take this Milani foundation, and I didn't know what I was doing, okay, y'all? So this is looking real crazy. I know. I opened the bottle. I unscrewed it. And really, it's a pump. Look at me, I'm putting way too much on. Using the wrong part of the bottle. Yeah, girl, there you go. Use the pump, okay? So even though I put on all this foundation, you don't need that much, okay? I've quickly realized, as you will see it on my face, I quickly realized that I used way too much. Yeah, and you need probably half of that. So I'm using a buffing foundation brush by OFRA Cosmetics, kind of just pull some of that foundation off of my face and buff it into my skin. You really don't, like I said, you really don't need a lot. This is a very full coverage foundation / concealer duo, so it doesn't need to be a lot on your face, okay? So I'm using a beauty blender to kind of just soak up that extra product that I have and blend that out even further. What is further? And I'm going to be putting on my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is the shade Ginger, I want to say. A little too light for me. So I'm going back with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, which I haven't used in a long time, but I found it recently, and I forgot how much I love it. And I'm blending that in as well. I think this is the color Cool Tan. So I'm using both of those concealers to just blend in and highlight my face. Now I'm going to use this OFRA foundation powder palette, and I'm gonna use the caramelly shade to set my concealer. And I don't like to use loose powder on my to set my concealer and bake it, because I just feel like baking, it leaves my skin texturized, at least with the Sasha powder anyway. Yellow powders just leave my skin so texturized if I use it to bake. So I just set my foundation first with foundation powder, and this is a Makeup Forever Pro Finish powder in the shade 174, I believe. And I'm just setting my whole face with that. And then I'm using this, I don't know who this is by, but this is like a brow gel. I have a new brow gel that I use. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys how to do my brows, but I'm just cleaning them up because I'm supposed to do my brows after I do my face, because I always mess my brows up in the process. Anyway, so I'm taking my Hoola bronzer by Benefit. I love this Hoola bronzer. I actually didn't think I would like it because in the pan, it looks, in the little box, it looks like it won't do anything for me. Like, it looked like it wasn't my color, but it actually does give me a very nice subtle bronze. It's not heavy, it's very light. So I'm using this Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight to highlight my nose and a little bit of my cheekbones. One half of my face was all broken out, too much dairy. So I definitely didn't want to do too much highlighting. I just did it very lightly. And then I am using my Ultra Satin Lippy in the color Magic Wand, and I'm taking a new NYX Intense Butter Gloss that I got. I think this is in the color Peanut Brittle or Peanut Butter. I don't know which what it is, but that's the shade. I'll put it in the description box so you guys know exactly what I'm using. But I love the Intense Butter Glosses. Applying a little bit of mascara to my lashes, and I'm just going to apply some blush, and I'm applying the Milani Romantic Rose blush. Sliding off my hair scarf, gonna fluff my hair up a little bit, comb it out. As you can see, guys, I did cut my hair again. I have a problem with cutting hair, and I'm probably gonna go even shorter than this. I'm probably gonna go back to a pixie cut. I don't know yet. I'm just really over having hair. I just want it all off. I don't want hair anymore. Anyway, so yeah, just zhuzhing my hair, making sure everything looks nice, and that is pretty much it. So I've had my makeup on for about 10 hours now. Just wanted to kind of like give you guys a initial review on this foundation that I'm wearing today. I tried out the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer by Milani, and this is in the color 09 Tan, I believe. Is that what it says? Yeah, 09 Tan. And I got this from Walgreens. It cost me $10.49. It's a good price point for a, you know, inexpensive foundation compared to like $40 foundations that you would get from anywhere else. This is a low-end brand, so it's considered to be considerably affordable. This is the darkest color that they had at the Walgreens near me, and it turns out to be my perfect shade. Like, this is actually perfect for me. So if you're wondering how I chose my shade, I literally just picked the last one because it looked like it would be my color. I got this color because I saw Missy Lynn use it, and I figured if it works for Missy Lynn, it'll probably work for me. I think she's a tad shad. We're not talking about Bow Wow right now. I think she's a tad bit lighter than me, just a tad bit. But I feel like usually we're around the same ballpark when it comes to foundation shades. I don't know what to compare this to be honest. It is a beautiful foundation, but it's very full coverage. And I think it's because it is a concealer and foundation in one. So technically, if you wanted to wear this by itself, you could. But of course, you know, I got to highlight, contour, all that stuff. So it says that it's medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. So let me give you the verdict on what I think, how I think it did. It did rain today, but I was not out in the rain, obviously, because we're natural. Mainly what I needed to know was, would this hold up with my oily skin? As you can see, my face is very shiny right now because it's oily. I only had to touch up my face once. I used a paper towel to blot, not a paper towel, a napkin to blot my face when I went to dinner. But that was the first time I had to blot my face all day. And that was about 6 or 7 hours into me wearing the foundation. So actually, I didn't have to do a lot of blotting because it did hold up really well with my oiliness. So I'm not looking like a slick Rick. It looks pretty decent if you ask me. So I think that it does hold up well with oil if you have oily skin. So I think the sweat proof and water resistant part is fairly true. I have very oily skin, so I think that if it can hold up against my skin, boo, it can hold against anybody's, okay? I think it worked pretty well. Basically, my creases in my forehead, my laugh lines, and usually like under my eyes. There's no washing machine. If I see my makeup start to separate or move in those areas where I move my, because I'm an animated person, okay? I have very strong facial expressions. You know, over time, my makeup does move and shift in areas where I do a lot of movement. So usually my forehead creases a lot because I do a lot of expression with my eyebrows, and my laugh lines. I have no creasing with my laugh lines, which is amazing to me because I always have laugh line creases. And I have a little bit of creasing in my forehead, but not a whole lot, and I think that's only because I caked on powder up there. But it's not a whole lot to where it looks too bad. For it to be 10 hours later, I think that that's pretty good for the way that it looks. It stayed put pretty well, so I'm pretty impressed with this foundation. So I would give this about a good 8. It's up there with like Revlon Color Stay. I think this is Revlon Color Stay level, because Revlon Color Stay is a very, very strong holding foundation. It just smells like paint, and I don't like to use it anymore because it's really thick. But I feel like this is a good alternative for that because it's not as heavy. A new staple, we got a winner. If you guys would like me to try any new products and let you guys know how I like them, I will give them a test drive. Just let me know in the comments what you guys want me to try next, and I will try it for you. I think this is a series. Are we gonna make this a series? I think we're gonna make this a series. What should I call it? I don't know. I like alliterations. But then again, it doesn't have to be alliteration. It could be anything. So just let me know what you guys think. Okay? Okay. Bye, guys.